So hi, I just wanted to introduce myself and help introduce all of you to Kandy if you're not familiar with it already. My name is Sandro Olivieri, and I work on product here at Kandy. I'm going to give a general overview of what Kandy is, brief but general, and what we make available to developers. And then my colleague who is on the line, Srini, will take over afterwards to answer your specific questions about developing on Kandy. So as we go through this webinar again, put your questions into the Q&A widget, and we'll get to them after the overview. So Kandy itself is a real-time communications platform that can help you add all sorts of great communication services to your applications in an easy way. It's sort of a startup within a larger company, Genband, which is an established telco supplier, so really good carrier-grade network infrastructure behind all of what Kandy does. But Kandy itself, so Genband, like I said, is a leading IP infrastructure and real-time communications company. It's helped carriers and large enterprises build out secure infrastructure and communication services for many, many, many years. It sells to many of the top telcos in the US and globally. It's that experience in selling communication software and their carrier-grade infrastructure that makes Kandy so powerful and secure and reliable, which is really, really good. Kandy is not brand new, but pretty new. We started less than a year ago, so we're hoping to do more and more of these things like challenge posts and engage with the developer community more closely now that we've been around a little bit. So Kandy itself makes services like chat and voice and video presence and collaboration available to your applications with really easy integration. You can quickly build new business applications or enhance existing applications you might already have with real-time communications that deliver a more human and engaging and context-based experience. So in short, and what we love to say is that Kandy helps make your apps more human by integrating a real-time communications element into your applications. You can get talking, communicating with other people through your applications, making your apps much, much more human. So now we're here to talk about specifically what Kandy has to offer developers in particular, so you all, and how to get started supercharging your applications with Kandy's various offerings. So let me do a screen share here, and I'll walk through the site. Here we go. Okay, so then you guys should be seeing Kandy.io here. And so Kandy, to start with, Kandy provides, let me go to the developer-specific part of the site here. Kandy provides a complete suite of REST APIs, JavaScript libraries, and SDKs for both iOS and Android. So no matter where you're coming from, there's some tools to help you get started. As registered participants in the challenge post, you've most likely already gotten registered with the Kandy site. But as we've received a few questions about this area, I thought I'd spend just a minute on it. So I'm going to go to register here. So here, when you register, you enter your email address to register. I've registered so many times now that. You register, and it sends you an email address, and then on the back end here, I'll get the email address and activate my account. And what it will do is, sorry, my mail is taking a second to update. But what it will do is it will ask you for what is called a domain. And start getting you started creating your users. So for a free account, you get up to 5 free users, and all under the same domain. What a domain is in general is just a way to, here, let me make sure I get the wording right here. Each application you build using Kandy will have one domain. And each domain will have a set of users assigned to it. So when you create an account with Kandy, you will be asked to create a domain for your application and to create your first couple of users. And then, so it's important here to remember that a domain is an organizational label. It is a label to help you identify your application So don't be alarmed if when you sign in with a Gmail account or a public account of some sort, you are assigned a domain of, domain.gmail.com or something. It's just a label to help you distinguish between your various applications built using Kandy. And within each one of those domains, you will be able to have a specific set of users. And again, you get 5 users across your domains with a free account. We're starting off with 2 here. I think I just received my email here. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about. So let's get back to it. So I'm going to name my project. My domain name is, I'm just going to do the same. Only alpha name what my password. And I don't have a promo code, and I agree to terms and conditions. Success. Great. So now I'm going to log in. Actually, hold on. I'm going to log in. And here's my my project. This is one that I've set up before, so I can hit manage users, and you see that there's 2 automatically created users and then the ability to create more here. So what we can do, and again, if you have questions about this or anything else that I'm talking about, please put in a question into the Q&A widget, and we can get to it when we switch over to that section. So what I'm going to do now that I've registered is I'm going to show you how to get started a little bit here. So let's go to the API. So what we've made available here, I mentioned we have a REST API, JavaScript libraries, and various SDKs for iOS and Android, but we've created a few quick starts here just to make sure you have an opportunity to start using Kandy and get a feel for what it does before you start integrating it into your own application. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the make a video call quick start, and here's all the instructions. It's a walkthrough step by step on how you would get this going, and then there's a little widget here to help you get started. So I have all of this information over here in a document. I'm going to paste it in. I have my first user, and what this is just I'm logging my user in. I'm logging in user 1 from my account, and I've gone and logged them in. In order to make a video call, I need somebody else to call, right? So I'm going to go to this Kandy phone application that's available as part of the quick start. And what I'm going to do is in here, I'm going to log in user 2. Let's see this. Put in my key again here. Okay, so now I've logged in user 2. So user 2 is logged in here. User 1 is logged in over here. So what I can do is say, okay, well, I want to call user 2 at, what was it? SandroOlivieri.com. I can place a call, and you see the video pop up, and I hear it ringing over here, user 1 calling. I say answer call. It connects, or it starts to connect. And the call is connected. I'm hearing the echo of the audio, but I'm not seeing the video come up. Let me see if I can end the call and try again. And the demo gods are not with me this morning. Doesn't seem like the video on this tab is coming through. So in general, that widget will make a video call happen, and you can have both endpoints going on here. And you would see just my face on both video endpoints. And again, I'm hearing the echo of the audio, so the call is connected, but the video is not coming through for whatever reason. I was having trouble with Chrome earlier. I might be better off with Firefox for our next webinar. Anyhow, that's how quickly it is to get started making calls with Kandy. And of course, there's a walkthrough of how to do that right here. And there's just a bunch of sample code and applications that you can get started with to see how this is all done. So that's just very quickly an overview of what is available on the Kandy site, how to get signed up, and how to get started integrating Kandy into your applications. There's a lot more we can talk about, but I'd love to open it up for questions to Srini so that your specific questions can get answered. So if you have specific questions about how to integrate Kandy, or on a technical level, problems you might be having specifically with your own applications, put it into the Q&A window, and we'll have Srini answer any questions you might have. Let me turn it over to Srini. Srini, maybe you should introduce yourself.
Yes, yeah.
See if that'll spur some questions.
Yeah, thanks, Sandra. Thanks for the introduction. Yeah, hi, this is Srinivasan Bhaskaran. Just call me as a Srini. I'm a Kandy developer. So whatever question you have, just post me on the Q&A section. I'll try to help you on the answer for you.
Maybe, is there a chat available? Maybe the chat might be easier. I don't know if people are having trouble accessing the Q&A widget or not, but there's also the chat. Either place you go, we'll be able to see whatever questions you might have. Well, it looks like you might not have specific questions about developing on Kandy, which is fine. Maybe it's working out so perfectly that you have no questions about it, but that's okay. You can definitely email whatever questions you might have later if they come up as you get signed up, or as you start developing, or as you finish up developing, or you're just troubleshooting your last bit on your application for the challenge post. You can email whatever questions you might have to support@kandy.io, SUPPORT @KANDY.io, and we'll be able to get your questions answered quickly. Oh, looks like I got a question. Maybe we won't sign off just yet. All right, go ahead, Srini, see if you can tackle that.
Yes, currently Kandy API does not support the multi-party video call. So yeah, we have a plan, we have a roadmap that will be available at a next release. Like within 3 months, you'll be getting that feature.
Like I said, it looks like that might be our Thank you again for that question. It was a very good question, and we hope to provide that feature, like Srini says, within the next couple months. Um, but if there are no other questions, any other questions that might come up, feel free to write to support@kandy.io, and one of our top-notch developers like Srini here will be able to answer the question.
Sandra, another question. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
No, as of now, we don't have any plan to extend that challenge post. Yeah, we will definitely let you know as soon as we know any extended date.
Right. So there's no real plan to extend this challenge deadline, but there will be other hackathons and challenges coming out of Kandy soon as we build out our developer engagement. We've done a few hackathons already. We plan on doing a bunch more and many more things like challenge posts in the future. Nothing solid yet that I can talk about, but this challenge, the deadline will stay as it is. Thanks for the question. Okie dokie. All right, again, so whatever questions you might have, support@kandy.io. We'll get them answered very quickly as we get closer to the deadline. But if there are no other questions for now, why don't we... If there are no other questions for now, then I think we can... Oh, there you go. Akash really has some questions. There you go. Srini, do you see the question?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Yeah. So Kandy API login, like both are like Kandy wrapper interface classes. It will a login class, API login class will know it will give the browser based, mostly browser based features, as well as phone related. It will additionally it will give phone based APIs as well. It's available. So yeah, you had a question already on that support. So I'll give you a detailed answer on the mail.
So I missed that. Did you say you would answer on email?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave my brief explanation, but yeah, already he had a ticket for Zendesk, so I'll reply a detailed email as well.
Right. Okay. Great. Great. Good question. Thank you, Akash.
Yes, it's available on the API docs event list. Let me share you that one.
I think you could probably share it in the chat window.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay. There seems to be a time delay to questions. Maybe we'll just give it a few more minutes. And then we will likely sign off and have additional questions come in through support@kandy.io. But let's give it a couple minutes. Looks like we have a question, Srini.
Yes. Yes, Akash. Yeah, co-browsing is kind of weak. So let's say if you have customer and the agent, so if there are some problem in the customer end, you can give the control to the agent, which means exact meaning is a screen sharing as well. The agent can able to do. They have a control over the screen as well. He can able to change anything. He can help on anything. Yeah, it's equal to screen sharing as well as he has some control to do some manipulation as well.
Thank you again for your questions, Akash, and Srini, thanks for being available to answer them. It looks like Akash might be the only person with questions on this particular webinar, which is fine. It means probably that other people aren't having as much, are either having the questions and Akash's answer or asking them for them, or they're not having any problems or they're not developing on some of these features, which is great. So I think that we will sign off, and hopefully you guys will feel free to send more questions to support@kandy.io. Although if Akash keeps having questions, we'll keep staying on. That's fine with me. I think we got another question there, Srini.
Yes, we can do that. That's what the customer, between the customer and the agent. So during the call itself, you can give the control to the agent. So during the video and voice call, you can share your screen on the group browsing feature. So Akash, if you want, you can try with that sample, so you get more idea about that co-browsing. I'll share the link. So here in this example, you need to log in as a user as well as agent. Then you can give a call, make a call, make a voice call and video call, and you can share the screen as well.
Thank you, Akash, for your questions. I think probably a bunch of others had the same questions, so I'm glad that you asked them for us and gave Srini a chance to answer. Srini is a great resource for us, and we're glad to be able to share him here. And again, he's also available through support at Kandy.io for as well as some others that can answer the questions too. So if you have any other questions about as you continue to make progress on your applications, please feel free to email support at Kandy.io, and we'll be able to get them answered. I think that we'll wrap this up now. And thank you, everyone, for your time. And this whole broadcast will actually be available on YouTube once we're done here. So we'll share that out on the Google Plus page for Kandy. So you can watch it back later there. Okay. Thank you, Srini, for your help with everything. And thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll do more of these as new challenges come available. So thanks again.
Thanks, Sandra. Yeah, it's wonderful session. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.